we're gonna go ahead and get started on our next project, which really isn't a big project, but I figured some of you guys would like to know how to like respray or recondition, refurbish, whatever you want to call it, your upper intake. Now, as you can see with ours, it looks pretty good, but it's a little dingy, and we're starting to get some issues that are going to start popping up right here. You know, powder coat is not indestructible. Over a period of time, it absolutely will start to fade and get dingy, and you'll get oxidation kind of form underneath, which you can see these little bubbles. Also, my hood has been hitting right here, so we're gonna have to kind of smooth this down. We'll make it all look good, but I'm just gonna pull this thing off. I'll catch back up with you guys once we get it on the floor. I'll show you my technique that I'm gonna use this time. There's a bunch of techniques that I use. It really just depends on what you wanna do and what you have available to you. Also, as you can see, we've not cleaned up anything. I don't even care right now. Andrew's gonna come over later in the week and we're gonna get this place cleaned up. But for right now, we're just gonna redo this intake and not worry about it. Catch you guys in a few.
Somebody got to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
If you want some good video. All right, guys. Here today, we took turns pissing all over this intake.
Anyway, we got the intake off, and this is what we're using. Is an aircraft stripper. They changed the makeup of this stuff. They told me about it up there at Ken's where I got it from. Anyway, it's got some shit taken out of it that it used to have. But honestly, it looks like it's working pretty good. But use whatever you've got, guys. You can use wire wheels, you can use a bead blaster, sand blaster, soda blaster, whatever you got. As you can see, it's wrinkling up pretty good. Just take a wire brush. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, I'm just gonna show you. See that? It comes off pretty good. We'll definitely have to do some cleaning up afterwards. You're gonna see some dark spots. Those dark spots in here are not leftover paint, it's oxidation on the aluminum. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all this stuff cleaned off. And once I do that, that's the part that I really want you guys to see, which is kind of how we prep it. Everybody's gonna do it differently. I'm just gonna show you a way that I do it. That looks yummy, doesn't it? If you could smell this right now.
It smells wonderful.
Oh, God.
It smells way better than it looks.
I don't know, man. I'll get back up with you guys when we get this off. All right, guys, we got this thing cleaned up, as you can see. Pretty good. I really can't complain. There's a couple spots underneath here that I couldn't get the powder coat off, but it'll be just fine for what we want. And I came in and fixed this spot right here where it was kind of low. So once it's all said and done, we're gonna come back and sand this all off across the top. Should look pretty good. This is just primer right now. We're not gonna coat it. We're just gonna put a nice, we're actually going
about the overspray.
Yeah, we're
gonna put a nice coat of primer on everything in the driveway.
Let's just go right here, that'll help some. Anyway, we'll shoot some primer on this and let it roll. Primer's honestly just here to make sure that the base coat sticks. We're not gonna block this thing out, try to sand it and make it all pretty. These things were kind of jacked up from the factory. They got grind marks on them and stuff like that. You can see right here, that's all factory. So we don't really care about that. Do you care about that, Andrew?
No.
Really, guys, that's about it right here. Like I said, nice light coat just to ensure if this sticks, then we know the paint will stick. So I'll just get under here. All right, that should work. A little light up there. Works for me. This is what we'll be using. This came from Ken's Pro Colors. This is the, it's PROW S05 Space Gray BMW. Just looks good. I don't know, guys. It should be like a medium high metallic gray. We'll go ahead and get a couple coats of this on. See what it looks like. It's about the same color as a primer.
Yeah, I'm about to say it looks like a glossy primer.
Yeah, this is actually
that's gonna work there.
Yeah, this is actually a really pretty color, guys. If you've never seen it, I was looking at it up there at Ken's and was like, okay, yeah, that's it. Let me try to clean this tip out and we'll be right back.
That looks really good, actually.
It's real thin, so it's gonna take several coats of it.
You can see a couple light spots and dark spots. But other than that, I mean, it's covering really good.
Yeah.
Fucking clog up again.
Yep. All right, look, we're having issues with the can, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing cleared up and I'll just show you the finished product. But it should look really good, I think. What do you think, Andrew?
I think it's gonna look good.
Yep. All right, so we managed to get this thing sprayed. Guys, we had to change tips. This thing kept clogging up on us, but trust me when I tell you, the color is exactly what I wanted.
Money.
Yeah, really, really exactly what I wanted. So, now it doesn't look the best, but remember guys, these things have casting flaws all over them from the factory. Now this has not been clear coated, and we're gonna come in and sand the tops of these off right here. Then we will clear coat it and it should pop. We probably have, I think we got 15 bucks in the can of spray paint, which is only one can. And then clear coat you can get for about 40 bucks a quart. So, you know, somewhere around, you call it 60 bucks. 60 bucks in doing something like this, or if you got some clear coat laying around, you obviously don't have to buy it. You can use the 2K clear in a can too. I should have done that actually. I thought about doing it and going ahead and buying some of that stuff to show you guys just how easy this is. But it'll look really good. Just wait. This thing's gonna transform. What you see right now is nothing compared to what it will be. Like I said, trying to save you guys some money, showing you that you can do this type of stuff yourself. These intakes are stupid expensive. You don't want to go out there and try to buy one of these. So, Andrew, you like it?
I dig it.
Andrew likes the color a lot.
I really think it's gonna look good with clear on it.
Yeah, I think so. Once we polish those
It's gonna make everything
fins
else
up.
look bad.
Yeah, pretty much. But we do have new valve covers to match. Should look good. Shouldn't be too much of a change. So as you can see, I've already started. The weather got a little better. Everything kind of dried up. So I'm just gonna take this flat disc and go across the top very carefully. And if you're wondering why I'm going so aggressive on this thing has some pits in it. I could use sandpaper, but I want to go ahead and get some of these pits out if I can. So that's why I'm using this. And this is 40 grit. All right, we're gonna put a new disc on and very lightly go back over the top of these and really clean them up. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but that pretty much, like I said, mimics like the factory, like on the black ones where they're already cut like this and shaved down, that mimics that. So gotta decide if I'm gonna do the Elderbrock or leave it. I'm not sure on that, honestly. Nah, I think we'll go ahead and take care of that too. Yeah, because I've already touched it right here anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. It's like a Scotch-Brite pad right here. I'm gonna go back over the top of this just to kind of even it out a little bit. All right, I think that'll do it. That's how easy this is to do. You can do it with sandpaper. You can do it pretty much any way you want to. But if you want to put those ridges back in, even if you have a factory silver one that's not cut out like that, you can still do the same thing. You don't even have to repaint it. You literally can just take your wheel, go out there, do something like that, make it look good. Anyway, guys, that's that. As you can see, guys, it's just that simple. I mixed up some 465 clear. I went ahead, oh, well, you guys don't really know, I guess. So I got some new trick flow valve covers in today. I just want to clean everything up, and I want to make sure that my rock arms aren't touching my valve covers, because I had to do some major clearancing last time. You know, we busted a valve cover, so I just want to make sure that we're good. Plus, this looks really nice together. They don't look like they match, and that's just because of the finish type. That's more of a rough finish, and this is a slick finish. But here's the thing when it comes to that. Once this intake is up top and then these are kind of down low, believe it or not, they're gonna match up perfectly. So I'm trying to get the engine bay to look as nice as possible. The crazy thing is though, this actually looks way better in person. For whatever reason, it just doesn't look that good right now. But it's got 2 very wet coats of clear on it. So it should be well protected. I mean, it's not gonna be like an automotive finish, but the whole deal here was to make sure that I got enough clear on it. These, of course, they got some trash and stuff like that in it. But overall, I'm excited. I'm happy about it. It's gonna look great on the car. Super stoked, as you know, from where this thing came from at least. So we'll get all the nice little brass fittings all polished up, put back in, plugged up. We also have a vacuum block coming. So if you guys don't know, a vacuum block essentially is like a vacuum tree. It's just a nice billet aluminum block, and you can put your vacuum in it and you can take it all out from there. That way we don't have all these crazy lines running all over the place. We can just have each line going over into the vacuum block. It should look really nice. All right guys, well that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I didn't show you the clear coating process because, I mean, it's just painting, right? And everybody's paint seems to be mixed differently. So I've covered this a few times in my videos before. So with all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.